ever hesitated to ask a colleague for a pen or a friend for a few dollars? Struggling to sound natural when you need to borrow something quickly? In this episode, master essential English phrases for asking to borrow everyday items and money with confidence and politeness. You'll learn how to soften your requests, provide clear context, and express gratitude naturally. Let's jump into the practice samples. Hey Mark, do you happen to have a pen I could borrow? I just need it for a quick note.
Sure, Carol, here you can take this one. Just give it back when you are done.
Thanks a bunch, I'll give it right back. I really appreciate it.
Carol, my phone battery is about to die. Do you think I could borrow your charger for a bit? I need to send a quick email.
Oh, absolutely, Mark. Let me grab it for you. What type of charger do you need? I have a few different kinds.
I need the USB-C one. Thanks a million. I'll make sure to plug it in and return it to your desk in a bit.
No problem at all. Just pick it up when you are ready. Mark, I am a little short on cash for my coffee. Could you spot me $1 for it? I'll pay you back later today.
Of course, Carol, here is a $5 bill. Don't worry about paying me back right away. Just keep the change.
Wow, you are too kind. Thanks a lot, Mark. I'll definitely get you back.
It is no big deal. Just enjoy your coffee.
That was a great run through of some real-life borrowing situations. Let us break down what we just heard and talk about why these phrases work so well.
Right in that first little scene, Carol asked to borrow a pen. She used, "Do you happen to have a pen I could borrow?" which is a very polite and common way to ask someone if they possess something.
Exactly. And saying, "I just need it for a quick note," gives a little context, which is always helpful. It explains why you need it without going into too much detail. Then promising, "I'll give it right back," shows you are mindful of returning the item quickly and responsibly.
Yes, give it right back is much more natural than "I will return it promptly." We use give back all the time for small items. It implies you will return it almost immediately, not keep it for a long time. Saying thanks a bunch is a friendly way to show your gratitude, too.
Absolutely. Moving on to the second scenario, Mark needed a phone charger. Phrases like, "My phone battery is about to die," explain the urgency. It is a very common expression native speakers use when their phone is low on power. And, "Could I borrow your charger for a bit?" is another clear, polite way to ask, indicating you need it for a short period.
And I asked, "What type of charger do you need?" because that is practical. Chargers are not universal, so it is good to clarify. Carol offered to grab it for me, which means to go get it quickly. This is a super common verb for fetching something.
Then Mark used "thanks a million" to express strong gratitude, which is a stronger version of "thanks a lot." He also said, "I will make sure to plug it in and return it." Plug it in is the perfect phrasal verb here for connecting a device to a power source, like a charger.
And for the last situation, Carol was a little short on cash. This is a common and polite way to say you do not have enough money at the moment. Asking, "Could you spot me $1?" is super common when asking for a small loan, especially for a specific purchase like coffee.
Definitely. And promising, "I'll pay you back later today" gives a clear intention and a time frame. It makes the person you are borrowing from feel more comfortable. Mark's response, "Don't worry about paying me back right away. Just keep the change," is very generous and natural, showing a relaxed attitude about the small amount.
Yes, "pay you back" is the go-to phrase for returning money. You would not usually say "reimburse you" in such an informal setting. And "keep the change" is what we say when someone gives us more money than we need, inviting them to hold on to the extra amount. Carol also said, "I'll definitely get you back," which is another informal but common way to say she'll repay the favor or money.
All these phrases are super useful for learners because they demonstrate politeness, effectively communicate your need, and clearly express your intention to return what was borrowed or repay the money. They are practical and widely used in everyday American English conversations. All right, so we've broken down those borrowing scenarios. What really stands out about the phrasing is how it balances getting what you need with showing respect.
Exactly. When you say something like, "Do you happen to have?" it softens the request. It suggests you're not putting the other person out, just checking their availability.
And giving a quick reason, like needing something for a quick note, provides useful context without oversharing. It helps the other person understand your temporary need.
Right? It's about being clear and considerate, and that promise to give it right back really communicates responsibility. It shows you value their item and intend a speedy return.
Let's explore some of these concepts in new situations. For instance, using "could I borrow" is so versatile. You could say, "Could I borrow your stapler for a moment?" at work.
Or if you're with friends, "Could I borrow that book when you're done reading it?" It sets a clear expectation for a temporary loan.
The phrases for showing appreciation, like "thanks a bunch" or "thanks a million," are great for all sorts of small favors. You might say, "Thanks a bunch for holding the door for me."
Absolutely. Or, "Thanks a million for helping me carry those boxes." They convey genuine appreciation for someone's effort.
Then there's the polite way to ask for money, like "a little short on cash." Imagine you're at the vending machine and say, "Oh, I'm a little short on cash for this drink. Do you have $1?"
And the term "spot me" is perfect for those small, informal loans among friends. You could say, "I forgot my wallet. Can you spot me for the bus fare today?"
The repayment promise, "I'll pay you back," is key. You might say, "I'll pay you back first thing tomorrow morning," or "I'll pay you back when we get home." It's direct and reassuring.
Now let's think about how to adjust your tone. If you want to sound more relaxed, you might simply ask, "Hey, got a charger I can use?" It's less elaborate.
Right, a more direct approach. For something at a shared workspace, instead of "would it be possible for me to use that document camera for a bit?" a relaxed version is "mind if I grab that document camera for a minute?"
And when asking for money from a close friend, a very relaxed approach might be, "Hey, lend me $5 till Friday," without much preamble.
Contrast that with a more polite way to phrase a similar request. "I know it's a bit of a stretch, but could you possibly lend me a bit of money until my paycheck comes in?"
That definitely adds a layer of politeness and consideration, making the request sound less demanding, and acknowledging it might be an inconvenience.
Okay, let's do a quick lightning round. I'll throw out a scenario, and you give us the best phrase for it. First, imagine you're at the office and you need a pen, but your coworker seems deeply focused. How do you ask without interrupting too much?
You could gently say, "Excuse me, do you happen to have a spare pen I could use for just a moment?"
Next up, you're out with friends and realize you forgot your wallet for a small coffee purchase. What's a smooth way to ask for a loan?
Simple, "Hey, I seem to have left my wallet. Could you spot me for this coffee? I'll get you back later today."
One more, you've borrowed a friend's umbrella, and when you return it, you notice a tiny tear in the fabric. What do you say?
Honesty is best. "Oh no, I'm so sorry. It looks like there's a small tear here. Let me replace it for you."
Fantastic answers. Now, let's quickly sum up the 3 biggest takeaways for our listeners.
First, always soften your requests. Phrases like, do you happen to have, or could I possibly, make you sound far more respectful.
Second, provide a brief reason and promise a prompt return. It gives necessary context and shows you're responsible.
And third, make sure to express genuine gratitude. A sincere thanks a bunch, or I really appreciate it, goes a long way.
Excellent points to remember. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us and boosting your English communication skills. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to double your vocabulary and hit that notification bell. We'll be back next time with more practical tips for sounding like a native speaker.